We're joined today by JP Vargas de la Vega, Managing Director of Galan Lithium. JP, thanks for your time.
Well, thanks very much for the invite.
You recently announced a significant agreement with the Catamarca government. Caught the market a little bit unawares and maybe confused a few, but why is this agreement so important to Galan?
It is very important for us because it makes an inflection point commercially for Galan. Our product, we always said that we'll produce lithium chloride concentrate. Now, this agreement for permits means that we can commercialize not only in Argentina our concentrate, but we can place it anywhere around the world. So what that translates into a better pricing mechanism, that we can have a high payability for our product, because there'll be competition. Now it's a worldwide competition, it's not just Argentina.
And did the market get a bit confused? Did they look at the top level royalty number and think, wow, you're going to be paying massive royalties here, when in actual fact, they are pretty comparable to elsewhere in the world?
Absolutely. Look, our study assumed a payability of 70% of the lithium carbonate pricing. So that's 70. Our royalty is based, it's a 7% of that 70%. So roughly is around 4.9%. Australia, spodumene produced today, paying 4.5%. So it is comparable, but importantly, we now can compete with the rest of the world. We can compete with Australia. And the extra payability is minimal compared to what Australia does, but our operating costs are significantly lower.
And you talk about global competition. What does that mean in practicality? So you're now up against spodumene producers in Australia, but coming off that extremely low cost base, as you talked about.
Well, for the Australian audience, our concentrate is 6% lithium content. If I translate that into lithium oxide, our concentrate will be 12.9% lithium oxide. So you already can see that we have more than double the average lithium concentrate in Australia, which is 5.5%. So that gives a significant cost advantage to place the best concentrate in the world with low contaminant. Our byproduct is water and salt, and then the rest is just lithium. So environmentally, ticks a lot of boxes. Cost-wise, is low to produce and easy to manage. And we have a high premium product with high grade and low impurities that needs to be treated down the track.
The next thing shareholders are focused on is funding. How does this agreement help funding discussions?
The commercial picture that we're seeing is last week we were in China, we were in Shanghai. We have several meetings with converters that can convert our lithium chloride concentrate into lithium carbonate. The main focus in China today is to produce lithium LFP batteries, lithium iron phosphate batteries. Now, carbonate is the main ingredient that goes into lithium iron phosphate batteries. Now, what we have is a strong interest because our concentrate is so pure that can be easily processed into carbonate. Furthermore, we found out in China there are companies that can take our lithium chloride concentrate directly to be converted into lithium iron phosphate. So they don't have to carbonatize our concentrate. Therefore, we came out last week, after all the meetings that we have, with a strong interest from every single company that we discuss that can be a converter, because they can see the demand for lithium iron phosphate batteries, and that's the product that they sell to the battery makers.
While nothing locked in, you're starting to feel confident about funding.
Absolutely. Funding is the next thing. Once you get the contract, you can get the funding. And we're already working in parallel at many lines with this. We're not waiting for one thing to do the next. A lot of things are stitched up in the background, so I can't comment further more than that. But look, it's a short-term pain. Definitely, I'm not where I like to see Galan as a company founder and largest shareholder of the company to be. I want to add as much value to shareholders as I can. But the medium term, the light is looking bright. Contracts will happen, funding will come. We'll develop phase 1 into next year, first production within the next 12 months. And so yes, the future is looking rosy with low operating costs. We'll get cash flow. If things are the same as this year, we'll still make money.
An economic project of a global scale in a Tier 1 jurisdiction with strong local support, clearly generating a lot of interest out there. Short-term pain for long-term gain. Exciting times ahead for Galarnet shareholders. JP, thanks for your time.
Well, thanks, Dave.